It's definitely wrong. My sister is a single mother, and she kind of goes through that herself. And I tell her all the time, it's not over. The one thing that I will tell a sister with children is to be careful, because you want the man who comes, he's have to be a special man, very, very special. When I say that, it's because he has to embrace what's not his home as though it was his home. It is his home. And so you need to find a man who has that capacity, because he may have the capacity to love you, but not the capacity to set the child. And that is a part of it. You know, it's a factor that you have to ask yourself and look at the picture holistically, because again, it's no longer you, it's that child and you. You come as a package deal. But let's talk about the package. When she's dating him, men, we, especially young men as myself, what we want to know is, how is she as a mother? Because when you tell me you're a mother, me personally, I'm doing this. A, is she going to throw the child too soon? Is she going to bring him up too much to kind of like push him out there to trying to see how am I going to respond? That's going to make me just fall back a little bit, because I see now you're anxious for that. And you got to let it actually take time, because everything is a process. But then two, if we're dating, I need to know how you are as a mother. If I say, because I respect motherhood, so I need to know that you respect it. I will never ask you to go out on a date or a time that may compromise your motherhood. But I need to know that you take that same approach. I need to know that you're going to say, okay, oh, my child is with the grandma. Where's your son today? Oh, he's here and he's there. And I'm thinking, okay, you're spending all this time with me, but you're not being a mother. So where you may feel like, hey, I'm just trying to keep the child on the side so it won't become a problem. Well, I'm looking at how you mother, and to me, that is a problem.
Yes, sir.
That is a problem. I'm looking at how you mother, because ultimately how you mother that child, if we do go down the road, that's potential how you're going to develop my child. And so I'm looking at how you are as a mother, because ultimately you are the mother of my legacy if we go in that direction. So all that matters again as far as the packaging of it. And I would tell single mothers this: here's the problem that at least men that I've talked to that we have. Okay? The problem is not that you have a child. The problem is that there's another man involved. If you want to be totally honest with it, that's the issue. Because it's like a man, we want our own. That's all it is. We want. It has nothing to do with you having a child. That's not something that's against you or a strike. It's just that, hey, we want our own. Some men, like I said, you got to have a special man who can actually take that on as his own. But some men say, you know what? I can't deal with another guy having access to my home. I can't deal with that. That's the real issue. Again, it's not you. It's the fact that there's another man that at any time can call my house, because that is his seed, and I can't deny him his seed. If you're a real man about it, you're not going to deny another man his access to his own seed, even though you guys are sharing that fatherhood responsibility. Ultimately, that is his seed. So here's a guy that can come in at any time and have access to my home, that has to talk to my wife, because that is the mother, and they will always forever have that communication. Can I deal with that? Can I manage that? Can I handle that? And that is the question. Am I right about it?
That's right.
That is the, and men, we may not say it, but that is the deal that we're looking at. So, sister, it's not necessarily even about you. It's really about what type of capacity of a man I am. Can I handle that? Can I handle that? So when you're talking to a man and you're trying to figure out the dating process and he's the one, you need to find out, does he have that capacity to embody and encompass everything? Because again, it not only is a package deal, but it's a whole deal.
From the perspective of a father who had a child in another man's home, you know, because we're doing this from the perspective of the woman, but there's another perspective to this, and you're dating and you're interviewing, but you have a child in another household. You have to understand, as the potential mate, that there's going to be some dynamics that are going to go on, that he is still going to have to interact with the child's mother, because they're still the parents. And there's going to have to be an understanding that there is going to have to be some sharing that's going to happen. Sometime when we go to different events, we all gonna have to go to the event. All of us.
Absolutely.